Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. On today's video, we're going to talk about the 10 flight attendant beauty hacks that you need to know. So without further ado, let's get started! Okay, so if you don't know me yet, I have been flying in the Philippines in the domestic airline for 3 years, and I've been flying international in the Middle East for 3 years, and I've already have resigned from my job, and now I'm doing the mommy thing full time, and I also have a mommy channel. You can check out my mommy channel on the side of this home video or on the side of my homepage if you're interested in my mommy content. But I have thought about this video, and yun nga, naisip ko na what if magbigay ako ng tips kung mga natutunan kung paano magpaganda while I was still flying as a flight attendant, and the things na ginagawa ko to maintain myself as a flight attendant, which nagagamit ko siya ngayon even though I'm not flying anymore. Super gamit na gamit ko siya, guys. So anyways, let's go with tip number 1. Tip number 1, you could use home goods. Ako, I love using natural products on my skin because I think na my skin can process it more, and it's a little bit more good for the nature or environment, and it's also very inexpensive or affordable. So the first hack that I want to show you guys is this little thing called baking soda. Okay, so I love this brand from Arm & Hammer, but you can also use different brands of your choosing. Okay, so this is what it is. I use this in 3 things. I mix it with my facial wash, a tiny pinch of it, and then my facial wash becomes a facial scrub. Okay, so when you exfoliate your skin every day with very matatapang na products, it will get irritated. But if you use a gentle scrub every day, you will look like you're glowing from the inside. Okay, so everyday micro peeling or micro exfoliation naturally can be done by adding some pinch of baking soda on your regular facial wash, mga facial foam or facial, cream that you have. So I find this best in something like Pond's facial wash, something like that. So I find it best to work with that. I don't know if it na soap, kung pwede ba siya, pero I like it in a cream-based facial wash kasi nagiging facial scrub siya. Okay? And also, I like mixing the baking soda with lemon. Because if you mix like 3 tablespoons of baking, 2 tablespoons of baking soda and like half of a lemon, squeeze it into that mixture and then make into a paste. Add some more ingredients as needed to make it into a thick paste. You can put it all over your face. You can use it as a facial mask. What it will do is the vitamin C in the lemon and the cleaning properties of baking soda can help you whiten your dark spots, like all those sunspots that you might have or blemishes that you might have, pimple scars. It helps it in the long run. So it's not an instant thing, it's not very instant, but it's something that I'd like to do to help my skin recover from the dark spots and hopefully in the future fade those dark spots. Also, I use this baking soda, its third use is I use it as a teeth whitener. So all you have to do is you have your toothbrush with the toothpaste, just dip it inside the baking soda, and then what it does is it polishes your teeth. Okay, it makes it look whiter. Okay, and through time it will maintain your teeth. If you have done whitening for your teeth, it will maintain your teeth and it will make your teeth much better. So if you have really yellowish teeth right now, maybe you should go to the dentist, but for maintenance, I like using baking soda. Okay, so that's the first hack. That first beauty hack. I always am equipped with Arm & Hammer baking soda, not for baking, but for its beauty benefits. Okay, the next thing na gusto ko i-share sa inyo is I have struggled with my eye bags. As you can see, I still have lots of eye bags right now. Kahit na I'm still right now, much more kasi I'm already a mom. But even before, I was born with eye bags. Okay? So, I always have dark and baggy eye bags. So, the best hack that I've learned to take care of my eye bags, aside from going to sleep, using cucumber, is that I use potato. You know, the raw potato, I cut it in slices and then I put it here in my eye bags. It has, apparently it has chemicals that will help you with your eye bags. So, it makes it appear less dark, and when it interacts with your skin, it helps it, you know, become replenished and something like that. But I've been using potatoes or potato skin whenever I'm cooking. I always reserve some, so put it in my eyes and it helps. Okay? And also, speaking of eye bags, now for my hack number 3 is I always color correct my eye bags. Okay? My concealer. Okay? Concealer is not enough, especially if you have dark under eyes. Okay, so I'd like using this LA Girl in orange color. I'm just gonna put a picture right here because I don't have it right now. It corrects the darkness, okay? Kasi if you just put concealer, sometimes nakikita pa rin na medyo grayish siya or darkish siya. But if you do the color correction, it will cancel out the darkness under your eyes, and then put the concealer on top of it. And then voila, you instantly have brighter eyes. It looks like you have slept 8 hours even if you didn't. So yeah, if you want to see how I use it, I have a makeup tutorial which came out last week. You can check out the video here, put it here. It's a makeup tutorial for flight attendant applicants. You'll see how I use the color correction on that video. And the next thing that I want to show you guys, we're going back to teeth whitening. Okay, so if for example you don't want to go to the dentist para makakuha ng teeth whitening session, I like using 3D Crest 3D whitening strips. This is what I use. I've been using this for forever, more than 10 years na, I think. You can buy this from the States, pero I can link it down below. Meron to available sa Lazada. You can buy it by the box. It's a little bit pricey, but it's much cheaper than having to go to the dentist. I think the dentist at least 10,000 to whiten your teeth. But this one, when you open it up, may strips dito, and then nilalagay ko siya sa ngipin ko, and then ang nangyayari, nagkakaroon ng chemical reaction and nagwa-whiten yung teeth ko. So this is what I have been using. If you see my very first video, see I have the worst teeth of all. It's really yellowish on some sides. I've had work done on my teeth already, veneers. Pero all the other teeth, mas yellowish siya. So I had to make sure na I whiten my other teeth para maka-catch up siya sa color ng veneers. And now finally everybody is like same color, at least almost same color as each other. So after I did this for like 1 week the first time, or I finished the box the first time, and then you can only do this once a year. So what I do is, I don't do it yearly, but I make sure na I maintain my teeth. So I don't do it na isang sabayan na lang this past few years, kasi okay na yung teeth ko. So what I do is like almost every month I would do one strip whitening para pang ano lang siya, pang maintain, aside from using baking soda on my toothpaste. Kasi having white teeth, it's the first thing that you see if you're a flight attendant. It's the first thing that they see when you smile and you greet customers. And if you have nice teeth, it will be like so nice. It shows that you have good hygiene, you take care of yourself, and it's so nice to look at, diba? So yeah, teeth whitening. This is the, not sponsored, but I really use this. Okay, the next thing that I want to talk about, since we're doing beauty hacks that we do realistically as flight attendants. Okay, so I want to talk about face peeling. Okay, so what I can recommend for you guys is what has been recommended for me as well by other flight attendants who I love the skins, okay, whom I love how they look, is we make sure that almost every quarterly or whenever we can afford it, we try to go and have some work done on our skin. We go only for one, we love going for, if for example you're a flight attendant and you are going to Manila, bakasyon mo, it's your only chance para makakuha ng facial, go-to facial namin is glycemic peel. Okay? They have it in Bello. It's called the glycemic peel. Or anything na parang micro-peeling on the face. So, I used to do Fraxel on my face. Yung laser na Fraxel. That's like 2,000 kami nun eh. Sa may 2,000 pesos sa amin. Kasi covered ng insurance the rest sa Middle East. Pero I don't know how much it is here in the Philippines. Pero yeah, we are actually sponsored by our company to have these procedures done on ourselves to maintain ourselves, you know, to look good and feel good as well. So, yun yung mga benefits and perks na nakukuha ko sa pagiging international flight attendant. So, okay yun. The next beauty hack that I have for you is that what we usually do as flight attendants, as working flight attendants, in every flight, we are given 1 liter of water, okay, like a really big bottle of water. So what we do is we go to the business class, we get some lemon slices, okay, and put it in the bottle. That way our water is alkaline, and then we drink that for the whole flight. We make sure we finish 1 liter every flight. So staying hydrated is very important if you want to have good skin. So, you need water to make that happen. Okay, the next tip that I have for you guys is rose water. Rose water is not available generically here in the Philippines, but I found it in the Middle East. It's like 70 pesos for 1 rose water. And the rose water, what it does, it helps brighten the skin. Okay? So, it's just like vitamin C, but it's made of roses. And what it does is, nag-brighten talaga yung skin mo, even though na whatever color it is, morena ka ba or maputi ka ba, it will just make your skin glow and brighten. So, I use it as a mist and a toner. Okay? But, the closest thing that I can find here in the Philippines, because I've been living here for almost 3 years now, after flying, is this one. Thayer's facial toner. Okay, and this one has rose petals. So, yes, baby. I have seen raves about this one, so hopefully it works same as rose water. So if you haven't been using mists yet, mist is really good to hydrate your skin. We usually use a mist, whatever it is, but my favorite is rose water. We usually use a mist in between flights. We have it on our kikay kits, in our handbags, para ma-freshen up yung skin mo, and also matone na rin siya, even if you have your makeup on. And then, the next tip I have for you guys is hair care. Okay, so for hair care, what we usually do, or what I learned from the Middle East, is people love to oil their hairs. So most flight attendants, they love Moroccan oil. It's also called argan oil. It's from Morocco. And if we go to Morocco, we try to buy the generic ones, yung mga mura lang na pure Moroccan oil, walang brand. And then we put it on our hair overnight, and then the next day when we wash, your hair so. Also, you try to do a clearing shampoo every week para yung mga residue ng shampoo, it sometimes builds up and it causes dandruff and everything. So, once a week, I still do this with myself. I use the Neutrogena clearing shampoo. I have it here sa bahay, and then I use it once a week para lang ma-clear out yung mga residue ng whatever shampoo you are using at the time. And also, if you really want to reset your hair, maglagay ka na apple cider vinegar. Si Raver. Apple cider vinegar. And then, ihalo mo yung 1 cup to like 3 cups of water. And then, 1 cup of apple cider vinegar. And then, you try to put it on your hair. Pang-wash up. So, disclaimer, if may blonde ka, mas titingkad yung blonde mo if you do this on your hair. So, ilagay mo siya sa hair mo, i-wash mo siya, mabaho lang siya, pero after na mawala yung amoy, pag na-dry na yung hair mo, sobrang lambot ng hair mo actually. I think uso to sa Pilipinas, they call this the con-suka method, wherein regular suka inahalo nila sa conditioner. It's the same effect, I think. Pero yun yung na-learn ko before na technique. Okay, so you can use a apple cider vinegar to reset your hair. Kasi why apple cider? Because apple cider has the perfect pH level. So if ibabad mo yung hair mo sa apple cider, parang yung pH level ng hair mo, magiging perfect na rin siya. Okay, so the next tip that I have for you guys is a makeup tip. Okay, a makeup tip na you can use especially if you have sweaty face. Kagaya ko, I have very sweaty face or oil. I'm not oily, but I'm just sweaty on this area. I'm generally dry. But also for oily people, you can use this tip. So, I've learned this tip from Ray Hermar. She is a vlogger, and she said that her friend who works in the opera, when they do opera ba yun? I don't know, or theater, when they do their theater makeup is usually lots of lights, kaya masyadong mainit, talagang papawisan ka, diba? So, parang hack na na-learn nila is they use deodorant in a serum form, okay? Specifically, Rexona serum. They use it before sila mag-makeup, so they use it like as a primer, okay? And then, as a primer, you use it, ilagay mo muna siya sa face mo. It means maglagay ka muna nung lotion na yun sa face mo bago ka maglagay ng concealer, tsaka ng foundation. And what it does, it's an antiperspirant. It helps you na hindi ka pagpawisan. Okay? So, effective siya, especially if you're doing a long flight. Yun. Also, if you wanna do just makeup in general and ayaw mo pagpawisan ka, walang hulas makeup, it's worth a try. So, I've been doing that as well. And it works wonders. And parang nako-cover din yung mga pores mo. So, yun. And nagsistick pa much longer yung makeup mo as well. Sorry ha, medyo shaky. Kasi yung anak ko, sinishake yung tripod. Okay, my two boys are here with me. So, the last but not the least tip that I have for you guys is this one is for cold weather or for if you are going somewhere na winter, yun. Kasi usually pag winter, grabe nagda-dry talaga yung skin ko. I have lots of dry patches. And sometimes your skincare sa summer is not as effective as yung skincare mo if you use the same skincare during the winter. So, the tip that I have for you guys is during the winter, you have to moisturize even more, but don't rely on oil alone. Kasi some people, I do this before, a mistake I did before. Pag winter, oil lang talaga nilalagay ko. And usually, okay naman siya, effective naman siya. Pero kasi, what the oil does, hindi niya mino-moisturize yung skin mo. Parang siniseal out niya lang. So, the best hack that you can do is put moisturizer first and then put oil on top of it. I know, diba? Medyo parang icky, yucky pakinggan. Yes. Kasi, the science behind that is that yung moisturizer, it will moisturize your skin. And then, the oil will stop the cold from getting the moisture out of your skin. So, para siyang nagiging protective shield. So, you need to do that. But if you do just the oil lang, okay lang din siguro pag after ka naligo, medyo moisturized or wet pa yung skin mo. Pero pag oil lang talaga, hindi ka naligo and everything, walang magagawa yun sa skin mo. It just protects your skin from the cold. Pero, if you do moisturize plus oil, pack, yun. Ginalaw ng anak ko yung camera. Pack. Talagang maganda at magiging maganda yung resulta sa skin mo kasi mas lalambot yung skin mo, mas ma-moisturize siya, and then protected siya sa weather. Make sure that you hit the notification bell because we're gonna have more makeup tutorials and beauty videos on this channel here at Miss K Chris. And for the meantime, you can watch my flight attendant cabin crew makeup here and interview tips down here. And make sure that you subscribe here on the picture here. Okay, so maraming salamat sa panonood. Thank you so much for watching and I will fly with you soon. Bye! Mwah! Bye! Mwah! Follow mo talaga si Mama, no? Follow mo lahat si Mama. Ginagawa ni Mama. Delikado tayo nito. Pati makeup.